Okay. Good morning. Afternoon. I don't even know anymore.
Good day.
Good day. What's it from? Truman Show or something. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Or something. Good morning, good evening. Anyway, sorry. Welcome to Let's Be Frank. Today we wanted to chat a little bit about, I wanted to chat a little bit about respect. I don't actually know where we're going to go with this because I also have, obviously when I thought of talking about this, I was in a certain frame of mind and I'm not in that frame of mind at the moment. So, but yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about respect. I read a blog post the other day about if we treated our time the same way we treated our money, that there would be a lot of high case lawsuits and things like that because we steal each other's time, we waste each other's time, and time is such a valuable commodity, and everyone talks about our time as your only asset, only real asset, and things like that, and just about how we don't respect our own time and other people's time as much as maybe we should.
Yeah, that's a nice way to look at it. I mean, there's also the thing, little video clip that you must have seen about, imagine you got X dollars or rand per day,
and it
you
ran
have to
out at the end
spend
of the
it.
day.
Yeah, you can't save it and so on.
It's that Jay Shetty guy
Yes,
that does those videos.
That's correct. Yeah.
No, and it's really an interesting way of looking at it, and I think I found that I was feeling like my time was not being respected, but it's also a case of respecting your own time and putting up boundaries so that other people respect your time, and obviously respecting other people's time.
I would say that's where it starts.
Yeah.
Is you have to respect your own time. And be mindful about how you're wasting that valuable resource.
Yeah.
And part of that is, like you said, being able to say no, or to make people aware of where you feel they're not respecting your resource.
And once again, it feels like it's our philosophy and the whole thing about being honest or tell the truth or at least don't lie, the Sam Harris thing on lying. It's kind of be honest with people. And again, it was a Jordan Peterson podcast where he was talking about how honesty is not going to necessarily make you a lot of friends. They're going to be people who disagree with you when you're honest, but at least it's an opportunity to learn from each other and to allow your mind to be changed about something. And I mean, I don't know, it feels like it keeps coming up again and again and again. I've been going through an interview process with people lately, and just be honest. People see through lies. So the same thing as with your time. If you don't have time for someone, rather don't pretend to have time for them. Rather tell them,
And when you find yourself in a situation that you just described, where you're going to get the sense that you're being lied to.
Yeah.
Do you also then get the feeling of, well, I'm not being respected?
Exactly, yeah.
What is respect?
Well, I think it's almost like an understanding of the other person's perspective, point of view. I don't know. Is it not? Is there not something? I don't know. I'm confused. But something to do with empathy as well as putting yourself in another person's shoes. I suppose it doesn't need to be that.
I'm not sure what the Webster definition.
I think I might have actually done a Google when I first chose this topic, but I can't remember what it said.
Well, in what if I ask you to name, I don't know, somebody that you respect, what would make you? Where would your thinking go?
So, well, definitely people that are authentic and are themselves. And last week we spoke about standing out and, doing you, even if it's not what makes everyone around you feel comfortable. So I think for me, the people I respect the most are the people who are, in my mind, the most authentic and the most real.
So the reason I asked the question is because neither of us could come up with a proper definition of the word. So I thought, well, what if you think about naming somebody that you respect, and then you would go, well, these are the qualities. Yeah. So I think it's about admiration of certain qualities or achievements. Yeah. That so if you for example picked a sports star.
Yeah.
You would respect that person for what they achieved, I don't know, the journey that they've been on, etc., etc. So I think that there are multiple areas or ways in which you can respect somebody.
Yeah. So my reason for coming up with this topic from a very micro level was the very simple thing of time and being on time for someone, because our time is so precious, and respecting someone's time. And I think more than that, it was also me thinking about respecting someone's abilities in areas where you're maybe not so skilled. So understanding, for example, in our environment, I don't understand coding and software development to a very micro level, but respecting the guys that do know it, the guys that I work next to, and respecting their input when it comes to things like that.
No, that's true. I mean, I think for me it's about respecting people on that level, or respecting their skills, their opinions, and a whole host of other things. But then when you kind of zoom out a little bit, is respect, in your opinion, something that is deserved or earned?
So I think that there's a bit of both. I think just as humans we should respect others on a certain level.
Disagree.
I know you do. But for example, maybe it's because we don't have the definition of respect pegged down, but I respect that you know more than me about certain things, and I respect that about you, and I will take your opinion into account because I respect it, because I know that I might have holes in my knowledge.
No, for sure. That I agree with.
Yeah.
But if somebody is a total asshole, do you have to respect him for being a total asshole?
No, but you might respect things about him. So I also still don't believe that people are all... I think everyone has got good intentions. And I don't know. I feel like everyone has at least one redeeming quality.
Is that over-optimistic view again?
I don't know if it's over-optimistic or
no, but seriously,
aspirational.
Aspirational, maybe. Yeah, look, I'd like to agree with that, but then
you think of certain people and you think they don't have a single redeeming quality.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
I just think that the default should be, you should have respect for other people, for a whole host of things that you mentioned. But to respect a person, I think respect is something that we earn.
Yeah. Jordan Peterson talks about that too,
Yeah, you're right. He does. He talks about that as well. That should not be the default.
Yeah.
In other words, I shouldn't go into a situation with a view of, well, I will respect you if you respect me.
Yeah.
It's not some kind of a
trade-off. Yeah.
Right that I have to be respected.
Yeah.
Respect is definitely something that is earned, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What would be the best way, just going back to your kind of micro view on this, in terms of, well, can we respect each other's time? What would be ways in which you think we can improve on that?
Well, we've tried to implement that thing internally, kind of as a joke, but the 10 Rand for every minute late for a meeting, which we say it as a joke. I think it has helped. There are still moments when we slip up. But I think it also, and this is the thing that Jordan Peterson talks about, is that the way to be respected is to start with self-respect. So it's first being able to respect yourself. And I think it is that letting other people know what you will and will not tolerate. Because that maybe comes back to what you're saying about some people don't deserve any respect, is if you've made it very clear what you will or will not tolerate as a person and you continue to get disrespected by that person, then maybe they don't deserve respect themselves.
Yeah. Reminds me of, and I can't remember where the quote came from, but a quote that says, "You get what you tolerate."
Yeah.
And that's very much true for ourselves as well.
Yeah.
So I think if we start checking ourselves and going, well, I'd better make sure that I am not late for a meeting.
Yeah.
Being early is being on time.
Well,
I really try to stick to that.
One candidate came to an interview an hour and a half early. That's a bit too much.
That's a bit too early. Yeah. But if we start respecting our own time from that point of view and using that as a departure point, then it becomes easier to go, I think, to then make other people aware.
Yeah.
Because if you respect your own time in that way, that means that you will be on time for meetings. You'll be aware and conscious of how long certain things take.
Yeah.
You'll get more comfortable saying that this has exceeded the time that we've allocated or allowed for this.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing, and hopefully through that, and all of these things can be said in a way that doesn't come across as being an asshole.
Yeah.
And through that, I think it'll obviously foster that same kind of thought patterns and habits with other people.
Yeah. So basically, it comes back to being honest and authentic, and your actions following your words. So if you expect people to respect your time, you respect other people's time. So I feel like everything comes back to being authentic and being real and being honest and telling the truth, so at the very least don't lie.
And you say that as if it's a major revelation. It is what we should all strive for.
Yeah.
At the very core of everything that we do.
I would really like to share, I'll try and find the link of it was an 8-minute podcast with Jordan Peterson, or a little extract that I had on my iTunes podcast, and it was him talking about this idea that if we were all just honest, all of the benefits that it would have, and I can't say it as well as he did, but I would like to share that link, because it's a reminder, because we've spoken about this and not lying and telling the truth a lot, but even just hearing it again made me think, oh yeah, he's so right, that makes sense, we should just be honest,
and also for me, what really stood out in Sam Harris's book about lying is it's not about sparing somebody else's feelings, it's about protecting yourself from a slightly uncomfortable situation. And then we kind of lie to ourselves most of the time about the reason why we're not being completely honest. I honestly believe that is the way to one of the best ways to earn respect. Is by being authentic and being honest, because people see through bullshit.
And that's so the way that Jordan Peterson put it was, you might come across, so he says, be honest, voice your opinion, voice your thoughts on something, even if you might be wrong. Maybe you'll come across as an ignorant buffoon or whatever initially, but you're giving yourself the opportunity to have your mind change and to have people challenge your thoughts and your opinion. And by doing that, you're also allowing yourself to change your mind on something and to get a better view on something. And the more you do that, the more the better you will get, and the more intelligent you'll sound, and the more you'll know about the world, and the more knowledge you'll have, and different opinions and things like that. So the more you allow yourself to maybe look like an ignorant buffoon, the less you'll look like one in the future.
I'm a huge fan of that, in kind of, have an opinion. Have an opinion and put your opinion out there. And I do that often. And I do it with the hope that people will disagree with me, have a viewpoint that I can learn from.
Challenge you.
Challenge me. And I think if we do more of that, we will definitely learn more.
Yeah.
Sadly, what happens fairly often is people don't. And they just think, well, what an asshole.
Yeah. So we've gone a little bit on a tangent, but I think the point is that respect, you can earn respect by being honest with people, being honest with yourself, being a little bit more self-aware, respecting others, and being honest about what you expect from people and what you'll tolerate and not tolerate. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Interesting topic.
Maybe we'll be a bit more focused in the next one.
Or not.
Are we ever? Thank you for watching, and thank you, Herman.
Thanks, Ali.
Cheers.